we are in the midst of a fight with a Seardaman, a bunch of whites. Let me grab the date and time here. It's not far after the last one because it was largely that fight that you guys jumped into. There we go. You guys had gone through the chamber full of mostly dead bug carcasses and their little chitinous shells and everything. Found your way into another chamber with some glowing pillars that some larger vermin were scraping up and down the pillar until you fed them. As you were going through those rooms, one of them, there was a Seardaman in that had fled. And at least this room there appears to be one in. You can assume it's likely the same one. Is now in this chamber that you guys have ended up in. The chamber, I'm going to go ahead and move us over to the room, is a deep pit 10 feet down, and then that is just full of swine. Just, probably, maybe 100 or so pigs in this room. Very large ones, very hungry. They're currently chewing on Sarah, who is on the ground, being devoured at the moment by pigs, and filth, so likely unhappy with the situation there, I imagine.
Yeah, I forgot about all.
Yeah. So she is on the ground, 10 feet below. The rest of you, except for Nazim and Taravar, are on these kind of rickety wooden platforms that are above it, which these whites have been, holding these kind of, metal pails of slop that they've been feeding the pigs with. The Seardaman is in the bottom left corner of the room. You guys can see him on the map once everything finishes loading. Currently, Pogo is concentrating on Hypnotic Pattern, and I had that marked, but you're also glowing blue, and I think it was something you did make. Was it your shield, Pogo?
That might be my shield. I've got a AC 19, and I take half damage on slicing, bludgeoning, any kind of standard weapon attack.
Yeah, mundane damage, okay. And then one of the whites is affected by Hypnotic Pattern. He's glowing red, just to notify that. I don't remember. Does anybody remember? I had put an effect on the Seardaman, but I put it on just as a random one because it wasn't the correct one. I just put on surprised. He's not actually surprised. I just put something on there to remind myself that he was affected by some conditions.
It was a D4 minus to his next saving throw.
That sounds right. What was it from?
It was from one of my cantrips that I...
Oh, Mind Sliver. You did Mind Sliver on him. That's what it was. Okay. Yep. That's good. Thanks. Yeah, I was scrolling back trying to find it. I couldn't remember what it was. So, yeah, I know I put it on there to remind myself of something and then forgot what it was I was trying to remind myself of. So, that's where we left off. Fox, it is your turn. You are standing on a platform there. It does lead to a door behind you, but, Norok is in front of you on one side, kind of interposed between you and two of the whites. There's another two whites to the south of you on the rickety platform. One is facing you and preparing to swing in your direction if he can reach. What you doing?
I'm gonna use Produce Flame to try and hit the
one. Which one? If you click and just hold down, I guess, near him or target him, mouse over it and hit T for target. There we go. Okay. And attack. You guys are pretty well tapped on resources already too, so not that you need a reminder necessarily, but that will hit. What did it? Is it 18 damage? Oh, I guess 3d8. Okay, all right. 18 damage to him. The button for apply thing is a little strange. I'm not quite used to it yet. All right. A bolt does impact him. It doesn't send him off of the rickety bridge area or anything, but he's definitely focused in your direction. Bonus actions or movement, Fox?
Not at this time.
Okay. All right. That will bring us to one of the whites here, which is the one that is currently affected by Hypnotic Pattern. I don't think he gets to do anything, right? There's no shaking it off or anything, right?
He just stares up at the pattern in the sky.
All right. Then he will continue to do that, bringing us to Sarah. You are currently prone and being chewed on, so your turn starts with the pigs. Hang on, did I lose? Uh-oh. I lost. Let me see if I can do it manually.
Also, someone has Bardic Inspiration, but I don't remember who the fuck I gave it to. I think
that was me.
Yeah,
that was me, because you were getting chewed up by the pigs, and I shot them up.
Yep, that's right.
25
that
damage.
Damage.
Yeah, that's 25. Shit. That's half of that is, well, the first two d10s are piercing, the other 2 are slashing. So if you're resistant to either, we can affect it. Otherwise, full 25.
Nope, I'm out of sorcery points.
All right.
There was a little tiny pig in this room somewhere.
Indeed, there
wasn't there?
is. Yeah, there is a very small. I believe he was gray and black. Let me find my notes on him here real quick. But a different color pig that is kind of shied and backed away against the corner, clearly scared, not attacking you. And there is some space between the other pigs and it. Like the other pigs don't seem to be socialized, I guess, with that, for lack of a better term. The rest of them are all swarming you as if they're quite comfortable to be doing so. This one is acting different for sure.
And it was top left.
Yeah,
corner?
he's in the very top left corner, like backed up. Remember this. Remember the scaling is terrible for this map. It's not accurate. So this is a much larger room than what the map represents. Like there's 10. Basically, consider it about double what the size actually shows.
Okay, so I've got like 10 feet to this pig.
Yeah, and you are prone first, so you'd have to stand yourself up. You're also covered by pigs, so.
So that'll take all my movement. So I will stand up and go and pick up this tiny little pig.
Okay. Right, the pigs obviously follow you, continuing to try to tear away at your calf muscles and trying to consume you as best they can. And you're picking up the pig. Okay. It is terrified and tries to slip away from you and run kind of down the hallway. So make a animal handling.
Okay. Should be hard tonight. Oh, animal handling is very bad.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Okay. It
not
was
too
almost a
bad.
natural 20 though. I just saw it roll over just at the last moment. You chasing toward it, trying to, kind of catch its eyesight to, make it recognize you don't intend it any harm. It slows itself just enough that you reach down and grasp it. It does try to wriggle away, but you are able to lift it up. The pigs, lashing into your legs, and well, I guess you're short enough. Actually, they're probably getting all of you. With the, because these are relatively large hogs, are not paying any attention to the other pig. But if you, take more damage from this, you will risk dropping it because it's not sitting still in your arms.
Well, I can't really
I'm gonna move you
leave.
up to top left there. Okay.
I don't have any more movement, so I'm going to stay. Is this Seer Doman? Is he under the hypnotic pattern, or is...
No, he was not affected by it. Yeah.
Okay.
He
then
was in
I'm
the
going-
cone, but he succeeded on his save.
Do you
Yeah,
still have the
call
broom, or
your
did you fall off the broom?
No, yeah, Norok has the broom because the stuff that you guys are standing on is not sturdy enough for him to stand on.
Oh, okay.
He has
Just
to do everything
double-checking.
one-handed because he has to hold onto the broom too. So.
Yep, I was really hoping, since they weren't around this little baby pig, that if I picked it up, they would back away, but that's alright.
Nope, they're still trying to eat you.
Worth a shot.
Alright. You'll take they'll,
I-
at the start of your next turn, if you're still within reach of them, they will bite you again, obviously.
I don't really. No, I could dash.
It is
Can
10
I
feet
climb
up
this
also.
thing?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the sides of it are really rough hewn stone. You know what though? Actually, doing it one-handed while holding the pig, I'm gonna
Is
say
it
your chances of doing so are gonna
Twice
be
my movement? Double my movement up there?
climbing is double, yes, and it's 10 feet up,
Shit.
and it's now 10 feet away. So
Well, okay, I will try, and if I drop the pig, then I am sorry I dropped the pig.
okay, all right. I mean, you can. Their height is not high enough that I'm gonna say that you could be able to make it halfway up. You won't be able to get the whole way up the side of it.
Is this a door next to me on the ground?
It is secured. You can see that there is, I'm just going to say that since you're right next to it anyways, it does look like there is a passageway there, but there's no doorknob.
Then, yeah, I'll try to climb back up.
Okay. All right. You wading your way through the
She feels
pigs as
bad
they
for it.
continue to gnash away at you. You reach the base of the nearest pillar. You're able to clamber your way up about halfway up the side, trying to hold onto the pig. We will, go ahead and make it an athletics check, because you didn't really have an action beyond standing and moving. So we'll go ahead and count this as your action to attempt to climb. Oh,
Ugh.
well, you attempt to climb up holding the pig. The blood covering your hands from being chewed on so much just makes it too slippery, and you slip back into the pit. You're back at the bottom. I'm not going to say you're prone again, but you are at the base of the pillar.
Alright. Is it shadowy down here with these pigs?
It's illuminated from above. There's just a series, just a row, like not chandeliers, but sconces hanging from the ceiling that are illuminating. So there are shadows that are being cast by those on the area at the bottom. Yes.
I really don't want to get eaten again. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna Misty step up.
Okay. Go ahead and click wherever you're up onto the platform, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Well,
Right behind Norok. He's on the broom, of course. Okay.
There.
All right, at the end of the platform. All right. So you disappear, still holding the pig, and reappear at the top. Misty Step. You can bring one creature with you. So. Click in the circle anywhere, and then I'll move you back.
Oh.
There you go. All right. You can.
Hey, what a fun animation.
It automatically does it, so if you don't, then that circle would just stay up until the next time you click something, and that might get confusing. So, all right. So you Misty stepped your way back up there, no longer being chewed,
Everything.
and still holding the pig. All right, that it for your turn.
That's all I got.
All right, that brings us to Nazim.
All right, from where I'm standing right here, do I have a clear shot of that enemy down the south?
You can see this one that I just pinged, and this one right here. Those two that are back to back. You can also get a clear shot at this one. So those three, you can the other basically the Seardaman and the white that's behind Norok have decent amount of cover just from his spray.
Gotcha. And has a location cleared up for me to jump across, because I've been kind of looking for a place to jump across to.
There, you can jump over the edge there. That's where
Okay.
Arne was, and she'd freed that spot up.
Sounds good. I'm going to turn back to Taravar and tell him, wait here. I've got this. We'll protect you. That's part of our bargain and our
Your contract.
a contract.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and jump over to that spot
All right, give me
and
an
cast athletics check. Oh, that's going to suck ass.
You only need to beat a 10, so it's not super.
That's still going to suck ass.
All right.
You've got Bardic Inspiration if you
Oh,
need
that's
to use
true.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Bardic
Yeah,
Inspiration.
You can roll another D12 on top of that one if you want to.
All right, I'll do a
Roll a 3 or higher.
roll 3 or higher.
Yep. On a D12.
Where are all the dice?
Oh, okay. So they disappeared for me. I wasn't sure if they disappeared for you guys. All right.
Yeah,
so
they
there
disappeared
must
for
Yeah,
me.
they did disappear.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I thought it was just me, but to roll it manually, do /R space 1D12.
I think that's under settings.
Maybe. I mean, it should be. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. I mean, we can do it just for now. I'll get it fixed. But that's a 9 is more
There
than
it is.
enough. So with that, you are able to leap yourself carefully from the edge over to the rickety platform without falling. Yeah. Right. There you go. Perfect.
Perfect. I'm going to spin around and target this guy. Oh, can I do an action, or is that my action for jump?
No, that's just part of your movement. You can leap as part of your movement. So.
Okay. Eldritch Blast this man in the back.
All right. So hit mouse over the ones you're going to target and hit T.
UT.
Are you putting all 3 into that one? He is wounded, so you might be able to finish him.
Let me do 2 for this one,
Okay.
and then I'll hold back in case I want to
Okay.
chuck a third.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage or roll your attacks.
All right. Number 1.
That will hit.
All right. I'm going to cast damage on him now.
Okay.
Ugh.
6. Oh, hang on. Let me get my thing. There it is. All right. A blast of Eldritch energy into his back. He does stumble forward towards Pogo, but he is still intact.
All right. Hit him again.
Okay. That will also hit.
There
All
it
right.
is.
With that, the magical energies that are kind of containing this corpse to keep it alive disperse with an explosion of bones that rain down onto the pigs below. He is gone.
All right. And I see Norik in between me and an enemy, and I see someone else between me and an enemy. Do I have a safe, clear shot for the third shot to either of these, or will I need to make...
The one to the southwest, no. You would have to go straight through Norok to get that. The one to the south, you could try to aim over Arteme. It's going to add 2 to their AC.
All right, let's try that.
Okay. And if you roll a natural 1, like you're going to hit Arteme. But
Gotcha. All right. Attacking.
okay,
There it is.
that will do. Go ahead and roll. When you click it, if it gives you the option for
Critical hit.
yeah, click that. Ooh, nice. All right, 15. He is nearly blasted apart. He is still intact, but you know, a femur and one of his arms is blasted off of him.
All right. Then with this, it'll end my turn. I'll turn back towards Taravar and just kind of put my hands up, telling him to just wait.
Okay.
And then give him a thumbs up.
All right.
That's it.
All right. That will bring us to one of the whites. That is the one that is beside Norok here. He is going to... Pogo's not going to like this. He is going to turn towards Pogo, who he has the best clear shot at, and dive towards Pogo, trying to shove you off the edge.
Oh, just a normal attack, or just a shove, not a attack?
No, acrobatics, yeah, just a shove, or athletics, rather. It's going to be a contested strength roll. Well, you got a natural 1, so
yeah,
so even your 8 is just enough. I'm going to say he was going with enough momentum, though, that I'm going to roll a percentile dice to see if he goes over the edge. This would be, you know, you dodging out of the way. And see if he... No, he rolled high enough. Oh, shit, 17. Never mind. I thought that was 7. Well, in that case, he does go falling off the edge.
Olay!
Yeah, there you go. Bull wrangling as he dodges over there, falls over the side.
I'll be honest, it would be kind of hard to tackle like a 3.5 foot tall little guy who's very...
You know what? I should have given you the opportunity even for acrobatics or athletics, because acrobatics in this case would, because he wouldn't. It isn't a guarantee that he had, you know, a grip on you before jumping. So yeah, you could have dodged that with dex instead of strength too. But all right, he falls off the side. He's still... Well, I guess that would have been his action to try to shove you. So that's it for his turn. Bringing us to Pogo's turn.
Okay. Knowing that there's only... That guy's down on the ground. He's probably not too much of a threat.
Oh, sorry. He takes some big damage. Hang on. Go ahead.
The Seardaman that is being affected by what, Psychic Lance? How does that... I would know... I forgot, like, out of game how that works.
So, well, Sarah can describe it, but effectively he has a minus 1d4, I think, on any d20. Is that right?
It's a minus d4 on his next saving throw.
All right, on his next saving throw. Okay. In that case, what I'm gonna do... Alright, so it's gonna be... He's gonna be unable to save some stuff. Man, I am low. Alright, we are going to do... Oh, it doesn't... these would be considered undead as well, right? Seardaman, or are they considered something different?
The Seardaman can be. They could be alive or dead. This one just happens to be alive. The whites are definitely undead, though.
The whites are definitely undead. Yeah, that's why some of my stuff's kind of not going to work great.
The whites are, you know, typical Vavian undead works, you know, slaves, effectively.
All right, what I'm going to do... I'm going to upcast Shatter. At 5th level, let's see, it's a 10-foot... it's going to be a 10-foot sphere. 5, 10... Would I be able to get these guys cast right here in the middle?
I mean, keep in mind that the distance on the map is half of what would be more accurate, meaning that they're, you know, each square is 10 feet, not 5 feet.
10 feet, not 5 feet. Yeah. All right, so I don't want to be able to get the Seardaman. All
right. Or the two on the right. The two on the right are close enough to each other you could, if you were to put it in the middle of them, if that makes sense. The two right, the whites and the bottom right.
I might change that up. I might... I'm going to... Let's see here. 5, 10... 15... Would I be able from either here or here to cast Thunderwave, hit both of them? It's got a 10-foot distance.
I would say the second one would be at the far end of that. Okay. Yeah, if you'd be on the... I would say you'd be here. If you did it from there, you'd be on the platform to be able to hit them both, yes.
then I'm actually going to cast this against all of them. Still upcast.
Okay.
So they will both require a save on this.
Okay, Dex
But
and
we're
spell
basically
cons.
going
Okay.
to-
All right.
Here, let me. How do I target one again? I hold T and
Yeah,
click.
hold T. Or just click. Yeah, mouse over them and hit T. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna try.
Okay. DC 18s.
Oh, that's not that cool of a effect.
Yeah, that was one of the earlier animations, I bet. One fails, one succeeds.
All right.
The northern. Actually, hang on. The one that is charmed is the one that failed.
That can't be right. 2d8 on an upcast.
I don't think that includes the upcast.
Level
Yeah.
4.
It'll say in there.
Yeah, so it should be 2 more d8s.
All right, go ahead and roll those.
Slash.
/R space 2d8. You rolled max on the first 2.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
21
so 21
total.
damage
To
to
the
one
failed
of
and then
them.
half on the success.
Half on a success, and the failed also flies off the wall because they get pushed back
All right.
10
well,
feet away.
The one that was charmed is blasted with the thunder wave and pushed away, falling him in, knocked him down and into the pit down below, where he is chewed on by pigs. For another.
Yeah, the top guy gets half as much damage.
Which he was already in rough shape. So this one, so the one that falls to the pit below, there's no sound because he's still charmed, but it's no longer moving. Let's say after the pigs have torn
Well,
him apart.
that would shake him out of his thing.
Well,
think.
I mean, probably, but
Oh,
it wouldn't matter
that-
because he died. So,
Ah.
yeah. And then the one that was that failed, he still takes half damage and didn't have enough left either. So he gets blasted apart in front of you, causing a rain of
Nice.
bones down into the pigs. Both of them are gone.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement. See, 5, 10. Oh, wait, no, these are 10
These are
feet
10,
each.
Yeah.
For my bonus action, I
So you're
will
going to bring
use
the bracers.
my winged bracers to basically backtrack. Let's see here, 10, 20. I could probably get. Fuck it. I'm not gonna backtrack that far. I'm just going to move here.
Okay.
Facing. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go right up to the Seardaman. And that's everything I can do. But I'm gonna hold there.
Okay.
Just because this way he's kind of at least stuck there ish. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Your hypnotic pattern is no longer necessary since that
Nope,
one is
it's
gone.
gone.
So I just pulled off your concentration there. All right. That brings us to the Seardaman's turn. He is seeing.
If it's a normal attack, I'm going to be using cutting words on it.
Okay.
That's an awkward one because I got to let you know before you roll to hit.
Sure.
So
He is. Hang on just a sec. Let me see what my options are here. A lot. Nothing useful there. All right. He is seeing that his, well, I would say allies, but his, let's say his side of the fight isn't going too well. You see him hold his arm out towards you, and it looks like he's trying to reach out towards you until he draws a large rectangle nearly in front of your face, leaving a kind of a glowing trail in the air as he makes each corner of it. Touches it with his hand, and it explodes around him in a very large door-shaped portal as he steps towards you and steps through it and disappears.
what a dick.
I'll do it this way. There we go.
It was
I would say that you
probably
recognize
my-
it. What's that?
Yeah, probably he just as soon as he saw me running at him, just the
He
fear
was
of
terrified. Yeah.
fear of God just
Yeah.
obviously filled in him.
Yeah. The people typically try to run away if the 3-foot halfling appears anywhere near them. Now, my question there, I think that does for a... Did you guys see that animation there?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, so did you see the other side? I'll put it that way.
No, I didn't see
You
the
only
other
saw
side.
the side in this room? Okay, because there were 2 sections of it, and the other side would not be visible to you, so I just wanted to tell you that if you didn't know where it was, that your characters wouldn't. But, occupied object, creature within, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. So, I just wanted to make sure if it stayed open like Arcane Gate does, but it does not. It is just a dimension door, so he's not visible to you guys at the moment now. He does move a little more, and that is it for his turn. Bringing us to Teravar. Teravar is he was still kind of half, sticking his head out of the portal. There was barely enough room for Nazim before, but he is able to stick his head out now. You know what? He probably would be looking down there, but with the amount of pigs down there that are running around, he probably wouldn't necessarily notice that there is still one that is at least partially alive. He doesn't have much that would be useful to help you guys either. He is going to teleport himself into the room a little ways, onto the platform, over to there. And that is it for his turn. Brings us to Norok. I will point out too, by the way, guys, that the Seardaman has the glyph key. You know that they, for them to move around in here, they need them, and you can't get through those portals without them. So keep that in mind. You had mentioned that last session, but that was a while ago. Sorry, G, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say there's still one of the whites left, right? Is he down on the floor level?
He is.
Or is he up on the rafters?
No,
Okay.
yeah, he's down below. He tried to rush at Pogo and missed, and slipped off the side, fell down to below.
All right. Well, I'm not going to bother jumping down there with him.
You're on the broom. You could actually fly down pretty safely, as long as
Oh,
you're...
okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that, but I'm not actually walking.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll do that then.
These platforms wouldn't support your weight, so you had to be on the broom.
Go down there and see if I can hit him without hitting the piggy on accident.
All right. All right, that'll definitely hit. Go roll the damage.
Okay.
Well, not great on the damage. He is still being chewed upon by the pigs as well, but he's not quite diminished yet. So that will also hit. All right. With that, what remaining life was in him dissipates as you cleave the head from the shambling corpse, and he collapses in to be rapidly devoured by very hungry pigs. That is the last one in the room. You do know that the Seardaman is still nearby, and that he couldn't have. Okay, it's been a while, of course, but you know that they can't leave this place. That they are still stuck inside here, so he couldn't be very far. Basically would only be able to teleport to another room inside this place, and that's as much as you could tell. He likely is still nearby, is what I'm getting at. But for the moment, there are no hostile creatures left in this room with you. We will end initiative there for the moment. What are you guys doing? Norok, you still have to be on the broom, obviously, because like I said, these rickety platforms won't support you. So, any others? Teravar shouts.
Right.
I think that was it.
Where did the Seardaman go? Anyone see?
He went through a door that could go anywhere around here, I'm guessing. I mean, we should probably just start checking these doors. And I'm going to first go and check the door close to me on the bottom right, because I don't think, can I get to the one bottom left, or is it just
the ones that are on the left side? They're marked as doors because that's what the map shows them as. They're actually just giant alcoves that have strung up pigs inside of them. They don't look to go anywhere. Like
I'm gonna go check the door on the right first.
Okay. You know what? Because we're out of initiative, anyways, I'd say you can make your way there. It opens. You can go ahead and click that, but it opens into a tiny hallway with another door on the other side. It's just 10 feet and then another door. You do hear noise coming from the other side, though. Now that it's
I hear something coming from behind this door. Should we go?
Yeah, I'll start making my way that way.
Okay.
Is Sarah still holding the tiny pig?
She is.
Yep. Sure,
Let's
yeah.
bring it with us.
Sure.
Is that food?
Not gonna leave it in here.
Is
Are
that
you
there
kidding?
anything inside it?
It's a snack for later.
Can Norok make it through this fucking hallway?
Yeah, it's as
Just
narrow
be
as the
enough
one
now?
that came to the north. Yes. He doesn't need to be thrown in like a hedge. Was it a hedge? No, he was a red panda for a minute.
I'm at 59 hit points. Does anyone have more hit points than me that would like to be the first one to go through this door? Norok?
I got 53, so don't look at me.
I can go.
The halflings are quarterlings at the moment.
I'm gonna be hiding behind Norak through this. But
Sarah,
I'll go after Norak.
make a perception check, Sarah.
Real bad. That's persuasion. No.
Oh, all right. As you are kind of looking down, trying to carefully walk across the platform without falling, and kind of check out this pig at the same time, it's much smaller than the others. Looks malnourished, and it isn't covered in the kind of bloody slop that the more wild pigs were. I would say that you would just intuit, with a perception check, that clearly it wasn't eating the things that were being dropped to it, and was largely ignored by the other pigs. It definitely feels strange. It seems abnormal and out of place for certain. It has calmed down a little bit now that the swinging of weapons appears to have stopped and nobody's being eaten by pigs at the moment. And it's no longer fighting you, I guess, is how I'll put that.
Okay, I'm gonna take, since I'm waiting for Norak to open the door, just grab some rations real quick out of my bag and just feed it.
Okay. In that case, it scarfs it up comfortably. As soon as you feed it in, it doesn't really resist or attempt to evade you any further, and we'll just eat it. All right, and okay, go ahead. So everybody has a moment to gather yourselves, however you intend to do so, before Norak goes to open this door. So go ahead and place yourselves where you would be. You would of course need to be on these platforms because the wooden platforms are what is level with the doors. The floor in the room is actually much lower. So yeah, wherever you would be inside this, you would just need to be along the wooden platform somewhere.
Are you an Arcana check on the pig?
Sure.
I just want to see if there's a possible
As long as
shapeshift or
Sarah's not
something.
trying to hide him or anything, that's fine.
I got a clear view of the pig right now.
Okay. Bogo's drinking some. It is.
That roll or no? No, it didn't.
He's radiating transmutation magic.
God
I didn't see.
damn it.
I didn't see the. Okay, well, hang on. I just saw one, but I don't. You can't roll a one on
See
2d4.
if there's a
so-
dispel magic
No, I'm trying to figure out.
somewhere.
It's 4. It's a greater one, so it's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah. I think if you click other formula, it'll roll. What was that, Nazim?
I think I might want to use a dispel magic on him.
Okay.
I
While I'm
kind of
holding it?
well, I'll look to you and I'll
I mean-
let the team know. Hey, transmutation. Obviously, this is not a pig, or it is meant for us to view it as a pig. I kind of don't want to blow a dispel magic, but this might be useful because this could be someone who knows this place a little bit better than us. What do you guys think?
I mean, sure. I'll kind of. I won't like set him down all the way. I'll just kind of like hold on to him like on the platform so he's down.
Nazim, are you saying this? We just lost somebody. Who was that?
Not me.
That was Becky. So as Becky was saying it, Becky just dropped out. Okay, there she is. All right, welcome back, Becky. Ben, can you still hear us?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Now I
okay.
can.
Okay, so it wasn't internet that dropped then. Okay. Well, I haven't heard Ben for a minute, but assuming it wasn't internet then.
No, I'm still good. I don't think I dropped it all.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see you drop out of Discord anyway. So, all right. Nazim, were you saying that out loud about the dispel magic?
Yeah, I was telling them I'm sensing that there's transmutation magic on the pig, and perhaps they would know this area better than we did if it's someone that could be helpful. So we should probably put him down somewhere safe-ish,
Okay.
and I can cast dispel magic.
Then in that case, Teravar is going to move out of the way. He's going to move out to the edge, the end of the other platform there to give some room. Sarah, are you putting him down?
I'm gonna kind of like. I'm gonna be holding him down, but like still have my hands on him so he can't like run away. But I don't know how big this thing is, so I don't.
I'm
wanna,
gonna-
like, hold it.
It would be a fire demon. You never know.
He's not huge. I mean, he's small enough that you could for you it'd be like a normal size hog, except in halfling size. So we'll call him miniaturized enough that you're able to hold him without too much difficulty. But hearing Nazim say that that he's going to try dispel magic to see if he can assist and so on, the pig stops resisting entirely and is like intently staring at Nazim.
All right, pig.
Like here.
Can dispel you or turn you into bacon, one or the other.
All right.
But we'll go with dispel.
Let me see. I don't have a token. You enveloping the pig form in an intended arcane channeling to attempt to remove the transmutation. The pig form grows and shapes into still a very small creature, another halfling, in fact. It's very dirty, covered in wearing very ragged and largely. We just lost Becky again, Ben. I don't know is it her controller battery that she's trying to use? Is that what she's doing? Ben, we can't
I'm
hear
not sure
you.
actually.
Yeah, she just got dropped.
I muted. I don't know. Yeah.
And she's back.
Epic. Yeah.
Are you trying to use the Xbox controller or something, Becky, to connect to Discord?
No, it just keeps kicking me off. It
Okay.
even kicked me out of.
Out of Foundry? I still see you in Foundry.
Yeah,
Okay. I
it
didn't
did
see
for a second, and then it
Okay.
brought me back.
All right. The pig changes into a halfling form, shivering and wearing very ragged and dirty and just largely destroyed clothing. It is. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. He's still kind of shivering and cowering there, and just holds his hands up. Don't shoot. I didn't do that. They did that to me. I didn't do that. I won't. You can go. You can just leave me be. Just. I mean, I'll go with you. I don't care. Just don't. You don't need to hurt me.
Yeah, you don't want to. I'm gonna. This is a weird thing, so I'm going to cast an insight check on this to see if he's telling the truth. Because
Okay.
it sounds weird to me.
Sure.
See if he sounds genuine.
He does seem to. He's definitely terrified. I would say that Pogo, especially with that, with some background recognition there, he's probably the way he speaks has a certain lilt to it that you think he's probably, from region. Well, I'll just put it this way: he's from areas that you're familiar with, and might even be of your profession. I'll put it that way.
Huh.
I'm
All right.
specifically, yeah. Well, okay. In that he, it is very common, let's say, for halflings from the region that you're from to be performers that aren't always honest. I guess I'll put it that way.
All right. Well, listen, we don't really have time for this, but you can, unless you want to stay here. We're trying to. We hopefully will be out of here pretty soon, but unless anyone else has anything
I
else
have
to say
questions.
about it, I don't really. It doesn't look like he's wants to be here. You don't want to be here, right?
No, they did it. They brought me in here as punishment, and I've just been stuck in here ever since. They turned me into that pig, and I've been stuck down here, and I just didn't want to eat the things that they've been dropping in. I mean, I would have had to soon, but I was trying to just get out of here.
I'll hand
guess
him
my-
some more rations.
My question while he's eating rations would be, who changed you? How long have you been down here? And how much of this place do you know?
Well, the Erdeman, Joffrey, I think her name is. I've heard them saying. I'm Drevin, by the way.
Fine, Drevin. We need to fucking go before they figure out a secure location.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen to know where he would have gone to, do you?
It's a she. Sorry, I'm just making notes here. This area, he tells you that this like you guys were in the Abyssal prisons before. This is the Blood Pens, is what this section is called. And Joffrey, a woman, is the Erdeman manager of this place.
What are behind these doors?
Taravar is the manager of the one that you came out of. That leads into it's not nice over there either, but that's the abattoir, the butchery.
You know what's behind all of these doors?
At least some of them. I mean, at least
Tell us what you know.
brought me in here. Well, I mean, if we go through there's doors on the other side that go into another chamber with a whole bunch of cages where I was held for a while before. And if you go through at the other door to the south there, it's a hatchery. I mean, that's as far as I remember. The phylactery vault's not too far after that. I'm guessing that's what you're here for. People don't typically break into here, so that's what we're here for, right?
Exactly what we're here for. So through here, right? The point of the door that we're at.
Yeah. He nods cautiously. Taravar turns. He says, "Don't trust him. He's clearly here for a reason."
I'll remind him.
Do you have
or
a better idea, Taravar, as of right
Oh,
now?
I don't doubt that his map of the place is accurate. I just wouldn't say let him behind you with a knife.
Just, yeah, all right. Just you stay back here where it's safe, and we'll figure it out later.
Is it? I mean, if you, I can go back that way. Is this the way you came in? Is it safe back that way? Did you kill them?
I don't think you can get out that way.
I would like to search him before we leave her,
Okay.
just in case they have anything of value, meaning a key or anything that may assist us, because there's no way that this person could be down here.
He holds
Without
his
something.
hands up. He holds his hands up. Go right ahead. I won't resist.
All right, I'll do a full pat down looking for anything
Okay.
that might be of use.
Um,
All the while,
pockets-
keep an eye on them.
Make an investigation check. Okay. Pockets are empty. They're well, yeah. Pockets are empty. You don't find anything. I told you.
They're empty now. Yeah, probably check them later.
I was a pig.
All right.
They took anything that would have been useful. I'm gonna be very generous here. Pogo, from your insight check earlier, since you rolled really high on that, he's not telling the truth now.
I mean, if he was just frisked, I don't know.
It's not prison.
All right,
Pocket.
open your butthole. No.
Would Nazim see Pogo's look on his face?
He doesn't.
This
listen,
is Pogo is pretty good.
I'm
at that kind
gonna
of thing.
talk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to him. Listen, I know you're not being 100% honest. Right now, we don't have the time or resources to figure out what you need to do or what you're doing. You help us get out of here. We'll help you stay safe.
With Pogo saying that, I point back to him and say, "You want the cage?" And I'll point to the door with the cages.
Okay. Make a persuasion check, Pogo, and you can do it with advantage from Nazim.
Oh, me do a persuasion check?
Yeah. I mean, you said the initial thing, Pogo, or
Yeah.
Nazim is tacking on their ability, so we'll call it a help action for advantage.
Oh, I did it normal. Hold on. Let me reroll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll one more. That was still
Rolled a 4
ridiculously
and
high.
got a
You got a
19.
19. Yeah. Fucking 15.
Jeez.
15
Yeah,
modifier.
the best I got. Yeah.
Still. All right. He scowls a little bit, and you see him reach, like, kind of behind his shirt. It's not in a pocket. It's clearly like into a secret little sewn pocket. Pogo, kind of the impression you got is likely accurate that this is, somebody that's trained in subterfuge at the very least. He pulls something out. It's a small stone circle shape with like a big. You guys know what a torque is? Torc.
No.
Like a wide metal necklace, kind of. Basically, it's a large stone ring with a knot on one end of it. Fine, you can have this, and he kind of holds it out. He doesn't risk dropping it. He's still shaking, but you can see that he's not risking dropping it down to the things where it could get lost.
Does it smell like a butthole?
No,
Okay.
it was sewn into a pocket, like in his clothes, not where pockets would typically be.
Okay.
So, and Nazim's investigation was just not high enough to have found it.
All right. Well, the offer still stands. If you want to just stay behind us, stay safe. Because he can't go backwards, right? He would need the thing to get through that other
He
hallway.
can't. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
doesn't
can't-
know that because the only time
you're
he's
basically
ever
stuck.
Yeah, the only time that
You're
he's ever
stuck
been
here.
pulled through these rooms, somebody who was taking him in from room to room, moved him through it. So,
Yeah,
but
just keep back a ways, and we'll do our best to protect you.
okay, the one that he gave you is another glyph key. It's a torque-shaped glyph key. You haven't-
Oh, the glyph key.
yeah, it's the same as the others. You just haven't seen ones that use a torque shape yet. I think he gave it to Pogo. Is anybody else going to hold on to it right now? Norok has the Ankh, Arteme has the rod, Pogo has the sphere, and now there's a torque. Anybody?
I mean, unless Pogo wants to have 2 on it. Take.
All right, so Sarah, unless Pogo, do you want to hold both?
I'll hold both. I don't give a shit.
Okay, all right, then Pogo will have both. All right, he was handing it towards Pogo anyways from the.
Also, if I die, I have an easier body to carry.
Well, not that Sarah, but all right.
Well, we both have pretty easy bodies to carry.
Draven says,
He has slightly more hit points than I do, so it's probably safer with him.
Taravar turns. now that he's shown that, I absolutely wouldn't trust him. How did you come about that? How did you acquire that? And he shrugs and looks back at Terravar, does not answer.
I point to the room with the cage, and I just say, "Cage."
I'll follow you. Let's go. I'm ready when you
You're
are.
going.
I'm going behind. I'm not going in front of anybody. I don't have a weapon. I don't know how to fight. I don't even have my cloak.
Insight check. I want to know if he's
Yeah,
got a
that
weapon
doesn't
on
look
him.
right.
Okay.
He doesn't have a weapon, but I bet he's got a cool magical cloak that they took from him. Pogo's thievery, fucking little, his eyes twitching a little bit. You can feel it. He knows this dude knows his way around a set of lockpicks.
He's well, okay. Pogo, he's you're similar to, at least, let's say, your profession, with maybe a little more spycraft involved. I guess I'll put it that way. You know, disguises and sneaking into places and that kind of thing, pretending to be a performer, pretending to be a bard, but really,
So
sneaking into things.
Pogo has an inkling, but he doesn't think this is the time or place.
Sure.
He thinks we need to finish our mission, and then we'll discuss it over a not death
Okay.
situation.
Very well. I guess let's, for the time being, use a rope, and I'm going to tie him to one of these poles in here.
Okay.
He's not leaving this room. We're not allowing him to get into any of those rooms because he knows what's in those rooms, and he could have something set up for us.
Okay.
So I don't trust him.
Sarah, you don't trust him either, but you can't tell whether he's lying or not. He's too good at it.
From Nazim's standpoint, I would probably dispatch him, but you guys may protest.
I don't like these guys either. Obviously, they didn't like me. They turned me into a pig and left me in here to die. I would have starved to death or would have had to eat, well, what is laying down there now. I have no reason or need to harm any of you. I'd like to get out of here safely. I think we're, at the very least, of aligned motives here.
Yeah, I think we should just go after the Seer Doman and we'll deal with whatever chaos he's gonna bring when it fucking happens.
He looks at you and,
Yes,
and gives a strong nod. Exactly. So can we just be on with it?
I'll just glare at him and walk
If you want to
past.
bind my hand, so be it. I don't have any use anyways. I'm not strong. I can't swing a sword. So if you want to tie my hands, fine. I'm still gonna walk behind all of you anyway. So
I'll just glare at him and walk past. He knows. We know.
right.
I'm gonna bring out Noctua and have her sit on his shoulder, so if he does anything while he's behind us, she's gonna let me know.
Okay. Arteme, make a perception check, please. I'm going by previous marching order that she was near the back.
Do you know if that other door up there leads to the same room?
They both go into the same room. Yes. It's an abattoir. It's.
I'm gonna ask Nazim and Arteme, should you two go through that door right there, and us go here in case there's some sort of trap? Only half of us get stuck in it.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we should stay fairly split up for the moment, just until we realize that these rooms are okay.
Especially since we're all kind of stuck in a line here.
Arteme, his hands aren't tied. He was kind of holding his hands together, but you saw him starting to prepare the somatic components, the hand motion components of a spell. He stopped though. You there, Fox? If you're talking, you're muted. I saw you roll, but so you heard us, I guess, but we're not hearing you. Yeah, you muted and unmuted. Still not hearing you, Fox.
Okay, hello?
Oh, there we go. Now you're lit up. Okay, so I hadn't heard you in a while either, and since you were in the back, I was having you make that. So if you had said anything for the last like 10 minutes or so, we didn't hear you.
Discord keeps coming in and out, so like I hear you guys and then I don't. It's just really weird.
Okay.
That's what mine was doing.
Okay, so you said he was
Yeah,
making
Becky was too, that's right.
would I be able to use a weave plant to like weave like a little, I guess, twine
Handcuffs?
around his wrists?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He had
Okay,
already
so that's
offered,
the
so he was
cantrip.
holding his
So
hands
it's
out. Now, okay, now that you saw him beginning to cast something since you were in the back there anyways, and everybody was getting ready. I based that on your guys' marching order when you came in here, that you were trying to be at the back of the room, or the back of the marching order. So with you being there, you were able to notice that he was beginning to cast something when he was expecting that someone was going to bind his hands. Go ahead and the creation of it is fine. With no need for a roll, that's fine for just kind of weaving the plants. But the binding could potentially be a question. Go ahead and make a, I guess, sleight of hand, and I'd say you have it with advantage because he's not really resisting. Go ahead and move yourselves to where you're going to be walking into the room there. Okay, that's fine, Artemis. So he just holds his hand still. You see him, like I said, beginning to do the hand gestures for casting something. You didn't. If he stopped it before, you could have recognized what it was. But he just, holds his hands together, and you wrap effectively handcuffs around it with vines. Go ahead and move
telling you, I
yourselves.
don't trust him. But you need to cut his hands off.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nope,
look him
we're
dead
not
in the
gonna
eye
cut
and
his
say I don't
hands
trust
off.
him.
That's not necessary. Becky, did you just drop and rejoin? Is that what that was?
No,
What?
that was me.
That was you? Okay.
Now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Chinese finger trap, that's good.
Sorry, I'm gonna try and put it like I'm gonna try and weave it around his fingers like a finger trap, so he can't actually move his fingers. Like,
Really?
he's gonna be cuffs with a finger. Well, yeah, because I don't trust.
No,
like,
no,
he
that's
tried
fine.
to do something.
Yeah, that's
so,
fine,
like,
Fox. I'm laughing about it. That look in Discord. Look in the
Oh, yeah, okay.
Justin literally just put a Chinese finger trap in there right before you said you're gonna.
Well,
weave
that's
around
what
his
I've been. Yeah, like that's what I've been trying to say, but I don't think I was partly going through, so
Yeah,
that's why I disconnected and reconnected.
Yeah, I didn't hear it until after you reconnected. So okay, all right. Yeah, he doesn't resist, and with that roll, you were able to kind of bind his hands completely together. I'm gonna say that they're flat enough together, whether you have his fingers interspersed or just kind of like praying or whatever. It doesn't matter. But his hands are stuck together in the sense that he would not be able to perform somatic components. I'll put it that way. And he doesn't resist.
Awesome.
He just lets you do that. So, all right, go ahead and move yourselves to the sides of the door. Well, I'll put it this way: Pogo, even approaching it before Norak had flown over to the door, can hear things moving in there. I will tell you that just because you guys have been having this discussion, but anyone that was attempting to listen, which Norak would be doing by default, I assume, right, G?
Yep.
All right, so you hear more bones moving around in there. They do stop after you guys have, kind of gotten closer to the doors, clearly expecting someone, if that makes any sense. They know you're coming, obviously. There is what's that?
I'm going to hold a fireball.
Okay.
Whenever we open the door.
Okay. There are bony sounds, and there's something very large and like disgusting sounding, for lack of a better term, like something you haven't heard anything like this else in here, but it sounds like sloshy and like sploshy and gross in the room as well. And that is
You want
the extent
Devin
of
to
your
take
fear.
lead?
I'm not going first.
I mean,
you may not have an option.
Well, then you can kill me right here, because I'm not going first. I can't. I'm not going to be your meat shield. Look at him. And he kind of gestures with his stuck together hands at Norok.
Yeah, but we need him.
He's 5 times my size. If I just die in there, it doesn't do you any good. Send him in. Any of you are much larger than. Well, I guess 2 of you aren't much larger than me, but still.
Also, it's going to be real hard just to try to push him through these fucking doors through a hallway. Let's just deal with him later.
Thank you. And he looks at you. He gives you a wink, too.
The more time we waste here, it's just... I feel like we're just going to get... We need to make up. We need to get into that. We need to keep going. And I'm going to ask them to get up on that top door. Do us a favor, and I'm going to turn to the other halfling. Mm-hmm. Stay back, stay out of our way, and don't do anything tricky. We've gotten this far. Losing you would be annoying, but it's not the end of the world, so just fucking get out of our way.
Happily. He starts to move towards the back of the line. So go ahead and move yourselves, guys, wherever you're going to go, line-wise. And Taravar will be near the back. He doesn't care if he's the last person or not. Drevin insists that he'll be the last person. But
yeah, he's not going to. Even if I have to use a whip to smash him forward, he's going forward.
I don't think we can do that.
I could use a vine whip at his feet until he moves.
For Teravar?
No, not Teravar.
No,
Yeah, you guys get
Oh,
hurt.
okay.
the little halfling.
Teravar's saying that he wants to be near the back. He doesn't just because you guys are protecting him. He's not going to go first. But he doesn't care if he's the last person or not. Drevin insists on being the last, but with threat of violence is okay with being near the back so long as he's not first through the door.
He's gonna lock us in. I don't trust this guy. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Hence
I don't
why-
trust him.
If I have to, I'll use the whip over and over again until he moves.
I'll walk in front of you, elf lady. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I just don't want to be the first through it. I don't want to. I've lived this long. I don't want to die just because you push me through a doorway. I'm not going to hurt you all. I want to get out of here same as you.
Send him in third.
I don't want to go third either. I agree with the Gleeman though. Let's go. We need to get through here. The Searderman that got out of moved out of this room is probably on the other side of that door. He's going to be prepared and waiting for us.
At this point, if we just take an absurd amount of time, then it'll really throw them off. Because I mean, I don't know.
Long
It's
rest
one or
time?
the other at this
Everybody
point.
wanna
Like
take a
we
long
either
rest?
go now or we just wait like 12 hours until they're bored. No, we should go.
All right, we'll go ahead and line yourselves up wherever you're going to go. So if you're going through the top door, put yourselves on that platform in, marching order.
And I'm hiding behind Norok.
And Sarah, you're behind Pogo?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like aim to the side of Pogo and underneath Orok's legs.
Teravar sees that you're kind of, being prepared to cast something and goes to the other one so that there are, attacks prepared on both sides. Arteme, you're going to go behind Teravar?
Yeah.
Well, Drevin, then you. You're going to go last, then? Is the
Yeah.
intent? Okay. All right. He's agreed. He'll go. So I'm going to move you over
I'll
slightly. so they can-
point at Drevin and I'll say, "What's behind this door, little man?"
The abattoir.
Isn't it? Didn't he say it's the butchery that's beyond this door, and then beyond that
That's
is
what an
the
abattoir is, yeah.
yeah. So here it's the butchery, and then beyond that is the place we're actually going. So
Yeah, so he, as he described it, there's the abattoir here, or butchery, and then south there's two separate doors that lead out of that room. To the south of it is a hatchery, like an eggs hatchery, and the other leading further east is a bunch of cages.
all right,
right.
on the count of 3, let's just open the doors and get in there. Are you guys going to prepare anything? I'm spending my action hiding, so
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to prepare anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Okay, well, I mean, I would say with that you can plaster yourself on, Norok's calf, and he's hanging from the broom, so I guess you could either try it because you can't get on the broom with him.
The hallway itself, is it still on boards, or is it like a normal hallway?
The door, well, you know what? Okay, so sorry, there actually is concrete there, Norok, so you could step down between the two doors. The map again only shows that is a tiny gap there, but it's a 10-foot hallway, just a small little one door, 10 feet, second door. So you could be in the middle there and not be on the broom, Norok, if you chose to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hop off for now then.
Okay, you're
See if
gonna
I
hang
can
on to the
stand
broom.
Actually, I'll probably just send it back behind me to
Sarah?
Sarah and Pogo.
They're both behind
And then
you, so whoever wants it.
If they need it again, they can just send it back to me, I guess, if it's more, platforms on the other side.
Okay, so Sarah or Arteme or Pogo, I guess, who's gonna carry the broom?
I'm just going to give it back to Sarah.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Then, in that case, who's opening the door first? Are you trying to open them simultaneously? Pogo or Nazim, I'm gonna move you guys up a bit so that you're, in the hallway, I guess.
If we open the door with you guys,
Right before we go through the door, I'm going to cast minor illusion 30 feet ahead of me that, like, I can't see it, so it might not work.
I don't
But literally,
think you can do that. I think minor illusion you have to see where you're casting it. I think. Go ahead and check. I'm pretty sure you have to see where you're creating the illusion.
Okay.
When the door opens, you could, if you want to hold your action for it.
changing Firebolt to Chill Touch. Actually.
Wait, maybe not.
Doesn't
Just it says
say
within
that.
range. Yeah, but you don't know what
Yeah.
the room looks like, so I would say, as far as you know, you could
I
do
was
it
like,
30
it
feet.
may or may not, but it's just going to be 30 feet away. It's just going to be a sound of a like a large cat in heat, like a bobcat in heat, like that weird screeching sound they make,
Okay.
just 30 feet in front. Like that's right when we go through the door.
Okay.
I'm doing that, and then I'm going back to
All
heaven.
right, make a performance check, and then I need to know who's opening the door first, or if you're going to be doing them simultaneously.
We're gonna do a silent countdown with our fingers,
Okay, and then open them simultaneously.
as close as we can. Not bad.
All right, just a second. Whoa, no. I don't know why that happened. And now he's stuck. All right, that should be sufficient. Okay. Well, shit, I didn't intend for you to be able to see that roll, but that's fine.
Eh,
All right.
neither mind.
So you guys hear the obnoxious howl of a mating cat in the other room, and attempt to open the doors at the same time. In that case, because I mean you're attempting at the same time, but even if it was within a fraction, there was someone obviously prepared. That is south door. I'm gonna go ahead and open both the doors. You do, for a very brief moment, see two more skeletal whites in there. A very large tripedal, disgusting slop monster creature. Norok, you would know what these are called. It's called an Otyug. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But there's also the Seardaman in the room, who immediately releases a spell as soon as the door opens. 1 second, I'll give you guys the creature art here. Basically, it's a big old tripedal, disgusting thing with big kind of squiddy arms, and it's basically a filth monster. Where did that go?
These are all very sweet pet names I'm gonna think about later.
Filth monster?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Drop
This
that.
is actually one of the first things I ever 3D printed was an Oichug.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never used one in D&D before. I think they're kind of a stupid design, but in here it makes a little sense for it to be a weird kind of aberration thing in this pit. The
It
room.
is
Oh,
funny.
what's that?
I've never used one, but I have one.
Yeah. This room, quick description of it before the spell goes off here. There are empty wall niches that probably at one point held art and statuettes, things like that. But right now it's just a broad gallery that has been converted into an abattoir. The floor is just slick with blood and filth and gore. The pigs in the other room are brought in here and then disassembled and then fed to other creatures elsewhere. Yeah, it is. Nice. There is a glowing black light coming from the south that is obviously a gate. Norok, you can probably just barely see it coming from the bottom there, and then there's a door across the room from you. The Seardaman, though, was waiting for somebody to open a door and releases it. That 54 was to the south door, meaning Norok and those behind him will be in this. Give me just a moment. It is...
He doesn't have to see us for it. It's just going to be a area. Oh yeah, no, doesn't need to see us for that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was in... Oh, in fact, I think it's... Yeah, that's enough to get everybody anyways. So, that will be a DC 15. It's not huge, but DC 15 con save from everybody, including Drevin and Teravar.
The fact that he didn't... let's be lucky that he didn't fucking cast that shit 5 minutes ago. You can re-roll that. You're within 30 feet of me, I think.
You can use your
I
reaction.
rerolled it anyways.
Oh, half my luck anyways.
It's an
Okay.
8. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, if someone else wants to do it, they can
Oh,
use...
well, okay, so Sarah used her own, so
Yeah.
still
So
failed the
Artemis,
second
you
roll.
can
Artemis,
use-
you can...
re-roll that.
It's a 15, though, so we're not seeing great results so far. Drevin...
I haven't rolled it either.
This could be bad shit. Drevin got a natural
God.
1, too. And here's Teravar.
Oh, it's gonna be a TPK. Great. Just all good.
Well, let's see.
Thankfully,
We
he did
got a
not
lot
cast
of...
it. He did not
We got a
cast
lot
it.
of hit points.
Not a single
Alright.
success.
None.
No successes. Everyone failed.
It's okay. We'll be out of it in a minute. I'm fighting these guys in this room.
Everyone takes 29 damage, so it's not huge, but the cloud
Except
persists, so
for-
keep that in mind.
What kind of damage is it? Because it
That's
might not
poison.
affect...
Oh,
Artemis.
hang on. Artemis, are you half
I think
anything
she's-
from poison? I know immune to the poison. Wait, hang on. Poison damage? Are you immune to poison damage, or just a condition, Fox? I don't remember this by now. We haven't heard you again for a bit, Fox, so if you were talking. Fox, you hearing us? Come on, Discord. All right. Drevin is reared over and choking. Taravar, clearly, coughing it up a bit, but trying to dissipate it as best he can. Everybody apply your 29?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
All right. I'll put this in here. No, I didn't get the thing correct.
Oh,
Oh, it shows her as offline now. What's that?
can I let off my chill touch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
Who are you targeting?
Take a
What?
quick break while we wait for Fox.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh shit! First thing I see, which is
All right.
big,
That white.
creepy looking.
Do a 5 minute.
I don't
Oh, sorry, you're to the
5 minute
south.
break.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
do it in
beer, I
5.
guess.
All right, guys.
All right.
Do I still have my... I do. There we go. Welcome back, folks. Haven't heard you.
Okay.
There we go. I heard that.
I restarted Discord completely.
Okay.
It's poison. It doesn't specify. It just says I'm immune to poison.
Can you click the ability? Click at whatever it is so I can see the chat. Or tell me which one it is. I guess I can look it up. That's... I think it's a condition, but not damage, if I remember right. But let's see here. Immune to poison. You're talking about Nature's Ward, Fox? I haven't heard you again. I heard you when you first got back saying that you weren't sure which one it was, but that's it.
All right. Had to go grab some dinner.
Yep.
We got Fox back.
She restarted Discord at least, and I heard her for a second, and then she's gone again.
Could be internet problems.
I'm not hearing any latency or robot sounds, which is typical for Discord if there's latency. But hang on,
Is it working now?
Yeah, I heard that.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, it's Nature's Ward. It just says immune to poison. It doesn't specify.
Yeah, that's not damage though. That's 10th level, so it wouldn't be the damage. It's just a disease or the condition of poison and disease. They are fixing that finally, or at least changing the nomenclature for
Verbiage.
it. Yeah, in a new version of it. So I'll probably apply those things at least from now on. In fact, for simplicity's sake, I should probably just put them in now anyways. So that'll be half damage for you, Fox. 15.
All right.
It didn't kill Drevin.
Or are you in the combat tracker? No,
What's that?
I'm not in the combat tracker. I said I'm not in the combat tracker.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
should be. It's still the same. I didn't change the initiative from last time, so.
Perfect.
I put Drevin in there too. Soon as Ben and Becky are back would be good. It's weird that the break time automatically pauses the music. I'm not used to hearing silence.
I'm here. I'm just taking the dog's potty outside.
Makes it extra awkward.
A little bit.
Being slow as fuck.
No problem. How are they liking the new cat?
Oh, they love him to death, and he is afraid of nothing.
That's good.
In fact, they love him too much, and he gets tired of them.
Taking my pups out to Sun River tomorrow with Sarah and the kids and some family of Sarah's that are bringing their 2-month-old puppy. It might be 3 months old now, but anyways, little itty bitty corgi puppy. So Harold loves that dog. He met her once before, just followed her around forever.
I'm gonna put some puppies in you.
Well, she's not old enough for that, and he's fixed, so I don't think so. But
But that's still going through his mind, you know.
Yeah, he's very like oddly mothering, following her around, like just checking on her, and I don't know. He was very much doting on her. It was really cute. Esther did not like it. Esther was very jealous. Oh, you back, G?
Yep.
All right. Let me do that. Cool, and it automatically resumed the music and everything. That is cool. I hadn't used it. Well, I think I used it once. Anyways, I haven't used it in a while. So, all right. Back in initiative order though. With the cloud kill just gone off, Arteme, it is your turn. Norak had his at the end of the last one, so we're just going to resume initiative where we left off. So, your turn, Fox. And we're not hearing you. Are you still hearing us, Fox? Can you at least type?
Man, something is wrong on her
Okay.
side.
Oh, she's typing. She can type. That's fine. Go ahead and just I guess type what you're doing then, Fox. For now, and we'll troubleshoot it more later. Okay. I can see you targeting stuff, so go right ahead. All right. That will hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. All right, 16. These don't have a ton of hit points, so that's already a decent enough hit right from the get-go. Not quite bloody, but just barely above. Bonus actions are movement, Fox. Okay. You're still on the, rickety stairs there, so, or walkway. And that gets you out of the cloud. Okay, that'll work. All right, that brings us to Drevin. Drevin choking is going to run past you. He is a halfling, so he can, be in the same space. But he's going to run. Were you talking to us, Holmes?
Oh no, sorry, you're talking.
Okay.
No, sorry.
Still choking, runs past Arteme. Oh, hang on, sorry. We started your turn there. Inside of it, so I think we take damage again. Let me see. Cloud kill. Really, does that not expand? Alright, sorry. I gotta look up cloud kill and I'll just put it into the tab.
Yeah, when you start your turn there, you gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so another DC 15, Arteme, for starting your turn in it.
5d8 poison damage on a failed save, or
Well,
half.
she takes half, yeah. But it'll be nothing on a success or half on the fail.
You might get your wish, Nazim, for the little halfling.
Yeah, you might. Oh, geez, it failed again. Okay, that is not good. All right, Fox, it will be half of this. 29, so another 15 damage. And for Drevin, same thing. He takes a full 29 though. All right, choking as he runs out of it. He's still up, but hands bound and not able to do much else. He kind of stands behind Arteme in the back. That is it for his turn. Welcome back, Fox.
Okay, Discord just reconnected.
Okay. Well, I heard that, so hopefully that'll stay for a little while. It was 15 more damage from starting your turn in the cloud before you ran out. So you took 15 damage twice. The first time when it was first cast, and then when you started your turn in it.
Yeah, but it removed 12 of my temporary hit points.
That's good. Yeah, it should. I mean, that's what it should take as the temp first. So.
Yeah. So.
Okay, you run out, and Drevin kind of runs past you and behind you on the scaffolding there, still choking. His hands are still bound. He's just, along a little bit further away on the scaffolding from behind you. And that is it, bringing us to Sarah. DC 15 con save.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, success. I think it's half on a success.
5d10.
10 damage. All right, Fox.
See? Half damage. Oh, that's 12. Okay. I'm gonna get out of this shit.
The ground, by the way. So you guys are on the where you're at, Sarah. You're still on the rickety platform. Then Norok, who is standing in the hallway there, which is on solid concrete. The room beyond him is the same level as where he is, and it's solid concrete. Like you could walk into that room. It is slick with blood, but otherwise it is, same level and is not rickety platforms.
I am going to go. Let's see if I can see the rest of this room. Okay. Is that portal active?
It is. This is not this doesn't teleport you to another place. It's the kind that are pass-throughs, like doors, with the glyph keys.
Oh, great. If it's active, I want to go.
5, 10. Remember, those were 10 foot each square, though, so I don't think you can get quite that far.
Oh,
well, you have the broom, though, so whatever the broom speed is, if you're riding it.
60. So.
Yeah, you can make it there then. You'd have one more square.
So I could get just on the other side
Yep.
of this
Yeah, you
portal?
could go through it to the other side of it. Yeah. Do I have a wall there? I bet I do. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that wall.
Yeah.
Since it is currently active, so you should be able to go south of it now if you need to. If not, I'll move you. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the end of your movement. Now you cannot see or hear anything north of that portal anymore.
Okay. As I was running through,
Uh-huh.
before I came through the portal, I want to shoot at. Oh shit! No, I can't hear anything on the other side of this. Can I?
You
Can
can't
I
hear or
be
see anything. You
just there and still be out of the cloud?
Yeah.
Then
The
I
cloud
will
on the
stay
map
there.
is well, you know what? I didn't think about that shit. The cloud should be half that size because the scale is wrong.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that
So
really
it probably
screws
only
things up.
gets.
Well, it still would have gotten everybody because it would have
Everyone?
been
Yeah.
it would have been centered like it would have been. Yeah, it still would have gotten everybody. But I would say that the actual size that as it currently exists would be easier to get out of. So let me go ahead, Sarah. Go ahead and do what you're going to do, and I'm going to adjust the size of this here.
Like it probably would have been more the edge of the room.
Yeah. So I'm just going to draw a circle that is appropriate size, and then I'll put it in there. This.
No
Go.
spells left.
Yeah, he would have put it
So-
EA.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the Seer Dome and with Chill Touch.
Well, oh, sorry, you casted that on the way in. I didn't before you. Yeah, and that definitely hit.
Oh.
So this is your actual turn. That was your held action, and I didn't. We didn't, finish that because that was right before we went to the break. So go ahead and roll the damage. Were they both going to be at the Seardaman? Or no, one was at the Autiog, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one was just what I could see straight away, which was the.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage, and we'll put that on the Autiog, and the second one will be on the Seardaman because it hit as well.
There.
All right, 16 to the Autiog.
And then
Alright,
for a
12.
bonus action, I'm gonna take a greater healing potion.
All right. That if your turn.
Do I just have this other formula?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. 11.
Man,
That was on
Where-
the way. Go ahead.
really wish we had someone with fireball. This would be such a good spot to toss
Yeah,
the
that's kind of what he
fireball.
was thinking. He used
Concrete
Cloud Kill
walls,
instead,
4 dudes pretty close together.
but yeah. All right. So that was on the way in. So I mean, I'm assuming you didn't fly past the portal, turn around, and fly back, right?
No, I would have stopped in front of him.
Okay. You could still continue the
'Cause
rest
I
of
want-
your movement if you wanted to go south of it if you chose to. It doesn't mean you won't be able to see or
I
hear anything,
know.
though. Okay.
Exactly, that's what I don't want. So I'm
Okay.
gonna stay on just this side, but I'm gonna be like,
Trying to hide behind the corner as much as you can.
yeah, I'm just kind of like pushed up as close as I can here, just kind of keeping an eye on everything.
All right. Nazim, that brings us to you. Roll a DC 15 con save.
All right, con save coming up.
But the edge of the cloud is just in front of you, so if you step forward or move backward,
Really?
that is not good. Let's see.
I think I already used my reaction this turn.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
31 damage.
All right. Oof.
Okay.
Not
Now
good.
your turn, so you still, like, you can move into the room and you'll be out of the cloud as long as you're...
I will. Hey, I can't click. There he goes. Okay. I'm going to take a step in, and as I step in, can I see the status of the Atya? Like, is he bloodied? Is he
He's barely touched. He was
barely
just blasted
touched?
with a small bolt of ice. He seems to be affected by that currently from Sarah, but otherwise he's not touched.
Okay.
He is. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't describe this to you guys. He's actually chained to the wall. Like he has very limited movement in here. He's not given free reign, and there are scraps of disgusting, vile stuff that have been thrown on the ground near him. Like the whites seem to be placating him with food. All right, Fox.
All right. Let me go ahead. I guess let's just start blasting these things. So he cannot move. His range is
He
he's
can attack
changed to the
anywhere
walk.
around him. He can't physically. He can't move like away from the corner there, but everywhere that the squares that he can touch, he can hit.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do Eldritch Blast to this character here.
Okay.
Come on, where is it? There it is. All right, sorry. Cool. Attack 1.
That will hit.
Damage.
9. All right.
Attack 2.
That will also hit.
Damage.
All right. Another 6. He is barely being held together. He's trying to lift his sword back up to turn towards your direction, but he's not.
Finish him off.
Shape. That'll hit. All right, he is blasted into bits, the bones rattling on the floor into the piles of blood there. He is gone. The Seardaman looking in your direction looks angry, of course, because he's been interposed. He does point at you.
Oh, he points at me. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my gloves then.
All right.
I'm
3
going to
more
use
blasts.
my glove and 3 more blasts, and I'm going to take out his other one.
All right, target him. Oh, you're going to aim at the other white or at the Seardaman?
Do we know if he summoned these or no?
They were in the other room. You wouldn't know, I suppose. I'd put it that way. But he does. He is concentrating on keeping cloud cover or cloud kill up. So.
Okay, I'll take out the other skeleton then.
Okay.
Same situation.
Okay.
Spellbook, Eldritch Blast, boom. Attack 1.
That'll hit.
Damage normal.
Pogo, you're coming up here in a minute.
Attack number
Yeah.
2. Oh,
Yeah.
critical.
Right.
Critical hit coming up. Oh, it's trash.
Yeah, it didn't roll great. Last one.
And last one.
That still hits. AC's only
Still
12.
hits.
All right, 14. Barely still held together.
Gotcha. All right, that's going to be all of my turns. That was my bonus action for the gloves.
All right. That'll bring us to the Otyug, and then Pogo, you're up after that.
Oops, sorry.
No problem.
Failed my con save, by the way.
Not a great one. So
No.
you can prepare yourself for some choking on poison.
Mhm.
All right. The Otyug, now having reach, all of you, yeah, everybody that's in the room at the very least, and I think Norok as well. Here,
You probably can't see me if that's anything. You can't.
I don't think Pogo. I think you're probably too far back anyway, because the scale is wrong. Those in the room and Norok hear a disgusting, animalistic, squelching voice in your head saying, "Feed me." Clearly not of much intelligence, but of limited intelligence, telepathically telling you that it's hungry and to feed it. He is going to, reaching forward to grab the white in range there, is going to tentacle slam, grabbing it and flinging it at Sarah. After, Sarah, you just flew by it, of course, with the broom to the south there. DC 14 con save or take 10, 2d6 plus 3 bludgeoning, so DC 14 con save.
Nice.
Natural 20, all right. The white is flung at you. It impacts you, kind of colliding into the broom. You turn yourself to the side as best you can as the white flings past the portal, crashing on the other side. You don't hear what happens, but he doesn't come back out. He only had 1 hit point left after the Seaman blasted him, and the Autio just flung him against the wall, trying to hit you. But
I shout back in the room. They can hear me in the other room.
yeah, the rest of the room can hear you. Yeah.
Get Trevin in here immediately.
2 with its tentacles. All right, he is going to try to slam you again, Sarah. So another DC 14 con save. He's the only one that he can reach.
Oh.
Okay. You can automatically roll.
Yeah.
And a natural 20 again. What are the odds of that? Well, I guess it's the same as getting 2 natural 20s, but still natural 1 and then free reroll from being a halfling, natural 20. All right, success on that. He tries to whip a tentacle around the corner, but you're just barely behind the corner. He can't quite see you. He's gnashing into the air, but there's nothing nearby enough that he can bite into. That is it for his turn, bringing us to Pogo.
Failed my con save, so what's my damage?
Yeah, 5d10. If I had the freaking buttons, I could do that quicker. But... Ouch. 37, jeez.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, that's...
Well, I'm fine. I'm
perfectly fine.
I'm coughing up. I'm coughing up. I might have lost one of my organs, but I'm okay. I'm doing alright. Okay, I'm going to see if these are 10 feet. 20 feet gets me basically there.
You do have, if you go 1 south, you're still outside the thrashing tentacles of the Autio. You can make that. You can make 1 more to the south.
So I go there.
Yeah, and be out of the cloud kill and not in range of the Autio.
So that'd be my full movement. I am going to. I'm gonna cast. I'm really hurt, so I'm not gonna do my other bonus action. I'm just gonna go ahead and why can't I find it? I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the Spearman.
Okay.
Has the Spearman been hurt yet?
He has.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a DC 18 Wisdom save.
All right. He's not an Erdeman, so he doesn't have advantage. He failed.
All right, and this is already taking damage. It's going to be a versatile attack.
Yep. Oh, nice. All right, 18.
And then I'm going to use my bracers to run past the portal. Do I see anything interesting on the other side of this portal?
Hang on just a moment. He's got to make a con save to see if he can...
Sure.
He does, to retain cloud kill, so he's still concentrating on that. What you see on the other side of the portal are the shattered bones of a white that has been crashed against the wall and then fallen dead into pieces. So it's a the white that the Autio just flung against the wall. That's it. There's a door on the other side.
I'm gonna lean up against the wall and kind of take a breath.
There's heavy buzzing coming from the other side of that door. You definitely don't feel confident that opening it would be a good idea at the moment.
No, I'm not opening it. I'm
right.
I'm hanging out over here.
All right. That it for your turn then. That brings us to the Seardaman. Seardaman is going to... He's going to do 2 things here. Welcome back, Fox. Who is within range here? He is going to look in Nazim's direction. That pointed finger that he was holding out towards you previously. A DC 15 con save, Nazim. I think it's, you know what, I think it's 15. Let me double check.
Let's see.
It is 15, yeah. 17, all right, you succeed, so it is half damage. He holds a finger in your direction, and a wafting light breeze of rotting, like diseased leaves settle on your skin. As he points in your direction. It is necrotic damage. You take half. It will be... it won't be 45, it's just half. So half is 22. Go ahead and heal yourself for 45.
heal myself for 45.
Well, what do you know what you were before? Because you applied the 45 already, didn't you? I think I saw you put the 45 on.
No, not yet.
Oh, well, it says 45. Oh, okay. If you didn't apply it, then I did it correctly. I already did the 22. So you did. If you didn't do anything, then you're already done. I didn't mean to apply it, but I hit the half damage and applied for 22 to you. So it's already.
Because I should be at 100, but now I'm at 84.
What do you mean you should be at 100 hit points? Because you took the cloud kill already.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah. So that 22, as long as you didn't change your hit points, then you're correct
No.
now. Yeah, because
Okay,
when I hit the half, I thought it was just going to give me the number, but it actually applied it to you automatically.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Blight settled over you. He then curses that you're not dead in Vabian and turns invisible.
Silent but deadly.
And that's it for his turn. Bringing us to Teravar. Teravar chokes in the cloud still. Make his con save. I'm going to use the same roll there for the button, but it's for cloud kill, not for Blight. He succeeds. That's good. What's that?
Me and Teravar are kind of pals. I'm trying to, take care of him. I'm going to point at the little guy and snap my fingers.
Well, I mean, he's choking in the cloud and he can't see you. You're around the corner at the moment, but I mean, that's you can tell him. He just can't see that you're making gestures. Half damage. There we go. All right, 15 to him. He is going to try to move backwards out of the cloud, over by Arteme, just outside the cloud there. He can still see where the Seardaman was, but not where the Seardaman is, because Seardaman's now invisible. So he is choking, spins in direction, says, I told you not to trust him, about Drevin, and that is it for his turn, bringing us to Norok. Ben, DC 15 con save.
How do you have so many hit points?
Because he's a level 17 barbarian, that's how. And he's a
No,
Yogg.
but I mean, like, compared to what his max is and what he has, he still has so many hit points.
Oh yeah, sorry. You were that's an appropriate representation too. It is a similar intellect level. 9 does not succeed G, so it's 37 poison damage. That'll knock him down a bit, Sarah, if that makes you happy.
Did he teleport, or do we think the dude's just invisible?
He did not it's not the door that he did previously. He turned invisible. You're familiar with the spell.
So I'm gonna assume
invisibility.
His invisibility.
Oh shit! Sorry, it is. So the cloud kill fell, which means Norok, you didn't take that. Yeah, that's sorry. I should have caught that. Norok, you didn't take that damage. Go ahead and heal that back.
I thought maybe he had some
Nope,
cloak or whatever that
nope.
Brevin was talking about or something like that.
No, it was 100% my fault. I didn't have the concentration thing since I had removed the spell effect on it and put the smaller circle. When I did that, I removed the actual effect on it, then I forgot to apply it. So the cloud kill fell. Norok, you are no longer choking, and that you have your full turn. So. We're not hearing you, Holmes, if you're talking.
Sorry, I was muted.
There you go.
Alright, I'm going to...
You keep closing the door.
That's why it won't let me go through. No wonder.
There you go. You keep closing. You're trying to click on yourself and click the door. This stupid map, guys, I'm sorry. I should have redone these maps entirely myself just to have proper scaling on them, but it takes a long time to do that kind of thing.
Alright, I know... I mean, could I see what was going on from where I was standing?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you saw everything that was happening here.
And I'm going to come, like, right about over here, because I know he was right about over here, I think.
Yeah, just about, yeah.
I know I'm going to have a higher or lower chance of hitting, but I'm going to see if I can attack over here, because I'm sure Norok would realize that he didn't see a gate thing like last time, right?
Correct.
So, assuming he might still physically be in the area.
Okay.
So.
When you pass the Autiog, he's going to get an opportunity attack, though.
Okay.
Let's see. It'll be tentacle. Actually, he was holding a bite anyways. He still had his bite, so we'll do bite. DC 15 con save or disease or become poisoned. Okay. So DC 15 con save. Well, actually, I guess first if the attack hits. Natural 1. Never mind. So no hit. All right. So you're going to be. I'm going to be swinging at the air here, and if this pie gets in my way, it's not my fault.
Yeah, and I'm going to just swing my arms like in a windmill circle.
Right,
One flip at a time.
Like Hagar, Sako just put a Hagar from Final Fight.
Yeah.
All right, click on the map because I mean you can't do whirlwind attack. You have to still target a space. So what? And remember these are 10 foot really. So go ahead and click on the map where you would be aiming. Just click and hold. It'll do a ping so I know. Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your roll
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Oops, wrong one. Hang on.
That's right. Didn't hurt anything. Just roll the attack.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so that was with disadvantage, yeah. Make I don't know. Make an intelligence check, I guess. Sarah and Nazim, you can also. Artemis, you're coming up next. I'm gonna move you back onto the platform there. Perception. Yeah, flat intelligence, really. That's not so great, dude. Sarah, Pogo, you would have been able to, but because you're on the other side of the portal there, you can't hear what's happening in the room now, or see. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, Nazim, both of you hear a sound that sounds like a squeal of pain coming from the place that Norak was swinging, but you didn't see any blood or any impact, or like the blade didn't slow at all, or his axe. But the sound was arcane sourced. It wasn't natural. There was a scream of pain where you swung at Norvell. Norak. Sorry, Norvell's an old friend of mine. But yeah, the spot that he swung at, you didn't hit anything, but there was a scream of fake pain from that spot.
Okay.
All right. Any bonus actions, Holmes? You're not raging. Are you out of rages?
Oh no, I didn't even notice. I thought I still was from last time.
Do you have
I'll
the
do that
endless
then.
rage thing? I don't. I mean, there was a a good, probably at least a couple of minutes.
Oh no, because we stopped in between. Yeah, I don't. Well, wait a minute.
I know you get the endless rage thing soon if you don't already have it. But I think you also get unlimited rages when you get that, don't you? Go ahead. Either way, if you want to rage, go ahead. You still have your bonus action. So. All right,
Okay. Well, I don't know if this counts, but a persistent rage is it's so fierce that it only ends early if you fall unconscious or if you choose to end it. But the battle technically ended, and doesn't that always end rage?
Only ends early. Okay. Regular.
That battle
rage.
stopped though.
Yeah. So let's see. Meaning it doesn't end if you don't get hit. Is what that does. Rage lasts for 1 minute. Okay. No. So it's okay. It would have ended because of the duration would have expired.
Yeah.
It lasts for 1 minute. Yeah. So
then I will do that as a bonus then.
Okay. All right. Artemis, that brings us to your turn. If you can hear us, I know you rejoined, so hopefully it's back on. If not, you can type or you know how to use Foundry obviously to do what you're going to do. The cloud kill is gone now, so you can move through that if you need to. Assuming you can still hear us, anyways. There we go. Okay. You have one more square fox for regular movement if you want to move into the hallway there. So you can see the Otyug. The Seardaman is not visible currently. Alright. Targeting the Otyug. Alright. That will hit. Go and roll the damage. Alright, 17. Any bonus actions? That was the end of your movement, but bonus actions? Okay, alright, that will bring us to Drevin. He no longer choking. You know what? Nobody is back there, and nobody's paying close attention to him at the moment. Except Teravar. Alright, you guys don't...
is sitting on his shoulder.
Okay, that's true. I mean, she can tell you. She can't really
Yeah,
necessarily do anything to stop him,
Yeah,
potentially.
no,
but...
she's just gonna let me know if he does
Okay,
anything.
all right. She doesn't say anything at the moment. You don't hear anything from her. I mean, he's doing something, but I'm not gonna... You guys aren't there to know what it is, and Noctua doesn't tell you anything at the moment. That's true. She can't. She's a familiar. She doesn't have an attack action, though. She's well, familiars can't do a normal attack like they can in Baldur's Gate. All right, that brings us to Sarah's turn.
Okay. Can I have done like an Arcana check or something to see if I could figure out? It probably would have been a perception check to see where maybe the spell had come from that made the pain sound in front of Norok.
You know, that's not a terrible idea there. It is combat, and I would say that would typically take your full action to do so. That's fine, Justin. In that, you know, basically, otherwise that would normally cost a spell. That would cost detect magic. So if you want to spend your entire attack action, I could say, or spend your entire action rather, I'd say that you could do that with an Arcana check to source where it came from. But I would tell you that you know, in the hectic nature of a battle, that even if you recognize where it came from initially, it may not still be there. Am I making that clear?
Yeah.
It might be an ineffective use of your attempt to do so. Because you'd only see where the spell sourced from the moment that it was cast.
Oh, I don't like fairy fire or anything.
Nazim, you're up next after Sarah.
Alright, so then we're just going to...
Alright,
Okay,
Justin.
we're just gonna hit the Antiog, because that's all I can see.
Okay.
Firebolt. Why not?
All right.
No, yeah. Forget this.
That'll hit. Oh, you still have the Seardaman, like, clicked on for target, but that's okay. It still hit the Audiog anyways, so... Oh, it's fixed now. Okay. 24. There we go. He is just bloodied. He is raging and angry, still shouting, you know, feed me telepathically to all of you, as he's trying to struggle against his chains, and you know, now just past bloodied. So, that if your turn, bonus actions movement.
Oh, God.
You are still
I
in
don't
his
wanna-
range, by the way, so...
I know.
Okay.
Okay, there's not enough space for both Sarah and Pogo on the other side of this, is there?
Yeah, there is. Yep, there is. Plus, you guys, the two of you, can be in the same space, or you in a medium size. You're both small.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Okay.
sneak down
All right.
here.
So
as
you
well.
can't see or hear now, obviously, there, but you are not within, you know, threatened range anymore.
How's the fight going?
It's fucking terrible. He is invisible somewhere in there.
I might have a solution for that, as long as there aren't a bunch of people in the room.
Well, I mean, Norok's in there. Nazim's in the corner. Artemis.
All right. Well, never mind then.
Especially with, you know, not being on the top side of hit points anymore. Everybody's pretty beaten up. All right, Nazim, it is your turn.
All right, with all this chaos, with Nazim swinging his axe everywhere, and everyone's kicking around dust and dirt and all this
Nazim,
chaos.
you mean Norok? No, I can't
I'm
get
glad
Norok's
I'm
name
not
right
the
today.
only one.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Sorry, with Norik swinging and everything around and everyone kicking up dirt and everything, is Nazim able to kind of perceive any type of dust disturbance in the room? In other words, when you have an invisible person, if there's dust floating around, there's going to be obviously a little section of space that's no longer dust covered, I guess you'll say.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Ah, damn it.
Natural 1.
Man, there's a lot of 1s and 20s.
It really was. Yeah, there's a lot of swingy rolls.
I have a solution. I could solve this in one move. I just need to find out where this guy is. Basic action, I can't do, like, just kick dirt on the ground. Just kick dirt in this general direction.
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's blood all over the ground. I would say that you could just kick up a spray of blood.
Okay. If I were to kick dirt in this direction, would it be able to cover this area to see if he's standing in any of these areas?
Not all of it. I mean, you could kick for, let's say, a 10-foot spray of blood off of the ground. Each of
All
these
right, let's
squares is
kick-
10 feet, so.
Shoot. Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I would say even from where you're at, you could kick it enough to spray that. That's fine. You splash a thin wave of blood, speckles up into the air and everything. That you don't see any void. There's nothing like what flies through the air spatters onto the Otyug on the other side, and that's all.
Yeah.
And on an Auroch.
Sorry, Norok. All right. Well, then I can't use my plan. Backup plan. Then I'm just going to start wailing on the little friend over here.
Okay.
There it is. Eldritch Blast target. There it is. Target. Shoot him.
So quick reminder, he only has a few exits out of this room, to our knowledge. The door by Norok, which we'd see if it opened. Arteme is blocking the door. Me and Sarah are more or less blocking a door down the south. And there's only one unblocked door in the room. But he may have already gone through it.
All I'll say is, if before we kill this thing,
Actually-
if we're able to see where he is at, I can solve this problem.
Real quick, does anyone remember, did he go invisible when Norok was still blocking the door?
No.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No.
not where Norok is standing now. Norok was
No,
still
but
at the south.
Norok
Yes.
was basically blocking
Yeah.
that door.
Yeah.
So chances are he is still in this room, but that is, if that, ah!
Norok swung here. He wasn't there. I kicked blood in this direction, so he's not here. So he could be either here or he's on his way out.
He
All
can
right.
still be in front of that door to the right, though, too. They're still in that space if he's standing directly in front of that door. Because I just hit right below me. He could still be right next to that door on the right, though, too. Getting ready to go through it.
All right. As much as I'd love to feed this guy, I'm going to start chopping him down for now. But if we do find this guy, man.
That'll hit. And roll your damage. Alright, applying that. Doing another one.
Yep, all three.
Alright. That will also hit. Alright. And one
Last.
more.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll hit. Alright. And he is still up. He is in bad shape, but he still has, some hit points left, so. That if your turn.
Okay. I will use my movement, and I will move slightly out of this room
Alright. Past Arme. Alright.
just to keep an eye on our little friend over there.
Yeah, you used a little bit of movement to be able to move to kick the blood, but you have enough to get there. That's fine. All right,
It's fine.
That'll bring us to the Otyug. He is still straining against his chains, trying to pull off of them. He can't directly reach anyone, so he's going to use his turn to try to break the chains. Now that he doesn't have, anyone visibly trying to hold him in place. Not with that. With a 2, he does not succeed. He is using his tentacles to grab onto under the chain to try to pull him up from the floor, unsuccessfully. Bringing us to Pogo.
All right, Pogo is going to cautiously move up against the far wall outside the O2's range just to look inside the room and assess the situation. Not seeing any other options, he's going to cast Toll the Dead on the O2, whatever you pronounce it.
Okay.
DC 18 wisdom saving throw.
All right. He's not very wise. 17 fails.
Oh, almost. And
Versatile?
Yep. Not bad.
He had 21 hit points left, so the bells ringing in its telepathic ears are enough to send it over into a maddening rage as it starts banging its head into the ground until it stops moving. He's dead.
I'm going to use the last of my movement to just come right back in here and let Sarah know that everything's dead in the room. Actually, I think I'd probably have just enough to get right back on the other side of the portal.
All right.
Then that would be it. I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna use the bracers, and I'll get up to this door to move back into this room.
Okay.
To see what the situation is there.
Okay. Then in that case, that brings us to the Searderman's turn. You all here, and I'm going to, using the previous rolls, recognize that this is being arcanically magnophones, I guess, elsewhere. So it's being echoed through the room, but the source is not something you can easily triangulate. It shouts, "What do you want? If you're just here to make your way into the vault, I'll give you the key. Just leave me be."
All right, give me the key.
Yeah, that's what we want anyway, homie.
Which room is it coming out of the one with the pigs?
No, it's coming from the room where the
Oh.
Autios died.
All right, well then Norak would be the best one to get the key.
So, Norok, you feel something shifting next to you, just with your natural, awareness, feral senses, whatever it is. He reappears in the same spot he left from, begins to hold a key out in your direction, and just as he does, I'm going to go ahead and rotate you a bit. Just as he does, he starts to hold out this ring-shaped glyph key, and there is another shimmer next to him. And an Erdeman, a female Erdeman, appears right beside him, bringing a knife down, slicing his arm off at the wrist, and grabbing the ring-shaped key as it starts to fall.
Yeah, but we were close, guys.
Sorry,
Well,
she didn't turn
still
invisible.
in the room, though, right? It's still like the key is still falling.
Well, she grabs it. No. So the female Erdeman slashes his arm, basically cuts his arm off at the wrist, grabs the key, and she shouts, "You will do no such thing." This is, you gathered from what Drevin had told you, this is the Erdeman, commander of the facility here, just like Teravar. She, looking back in the direction beyond Arteme and Nazim back there, can see Teravar, and she shouts at him, "Teravar, are you assisting these fools?" He doesn't respond. But we will call it there. We are at 8 o'clock, just about, so we will go ahead and stop there and then pick up. What does next week look like, everybody? Ben, you won't know till Tuesday, I assume?
I should be good for either, but Friday would be better.